welcome back to the channel, guys. You may have received this email a couple of days ago, so you know what, here I am again bringing you guys one of the first in Australia, Tesla Chatswood over there. It is a pouring day today though, but we are here to drive the Tesla Model 3 Performance, so I'm bringing you guys with me. Let's go.
Standard or insane?
No, we'll go insane.
Okay.
So we're just setting up the car now.
Sounds good. Insane is a whole... So what I was told was that standard is like the previous Model 3 Performance.
Standard is... Okay, yes.
Insane is that little bit spicier.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Awesome. I'm just going to do this. You can...
Yep.
So swipe up and down to go... Yep, that's it.
Still not used to that, swiping the buttons.
Neither am I, don't worry.
And there were physical buttons I read somewhere? Okay.
Try and push them though. They're a bit weird. Yeah.
Oh.
It's not a...
There's no haptic. There's no haptic as well, so you don't know if you pushed it.
Right.
Oh, that's easier then.
I know.
All right, so we're good to go.
Yeah, good to go.
All right, let's go. Model 3 Performance.
It's quite it handles so much better apparently. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
The turning circle's so much better as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Better.
It is heaps better. Shame it's raining,
I
but
know.
So steering wheel from memory is the same as the long range,
smaller.
or is it slightly smaller?
Oh, long range.
As the current model, the new Model 3.
Yeah,
it's the same, right?
It's all upgraded Model 3 interior. Nothing's changed except you got the carbon fiber pre-preg here.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. Other than that, yeah, everything else internally should be identical.
Yep.
It's only the suspension, yeah, that's right. That's interesting.
For 20-inch wheels, it you don't feel that it rides pretty well. Yeah.
Right.
I would have thought you would have felt bumps. Like
It's the adaptive suspension.
I'm 100% sure in the Model Y you would have felt a bit more bumps just then.
Absolutely. Just a reminder as well: $3,000 excess on at-fault accidents, $350 per wheel if you scratch a wheel, and speeding fines are not on us.
Okay, so guys, how much was that? $3,000 excess if you smashed the car.
Up to $3,000.
Up to $3,000 if you smashed the car.
$350 wheel damage.
$350 per wheel if you scratch. So normally it's like $200 odd, but it's $350 because it's not your car.
Yep, exactly.
And then fines are not
Speeding
covered,
fines
obviously.
are not on us,
so, and it's raining today, so. All right. Oh, don't touch me, Ute. All right, so this is also wet weather. We've got it on insane, so we can't go too silly because we don't have $3,000 too. And it's for our safety, and we've got a Tesla advisor here too. Ooh. People really can't drive as soon as it rains.
The suspension is so much nicer than...
It's very nice, yeah.
20s as well.
So this is 20-inch. It
20
was
inch
275 30,
20,
20 at the rear, so only 30 profile. And I had a look. The front was 255s, and it was 35 profile. But even then, 35 profile. This suspension is really good.
It's because it's constantly adapting. So ride and handling. What does sport do? Ride and handling adjusts in real time to optimize both how comfortable the ride feels and how the vehicle handles in response to your inputs. So all modes continuously adapt to changing conditions regardless of which one you pick. Standard adjusts in a wide range of driving styles to provide a balanced ride that is fluid yet well controlled, whereas Sport provides a firmer, more controlled ride that increases the driver engagement and connection to the road. So actually we're in Sport mode at the moment, so it's actually not as supple as it could be.
Right, so it could be even more comfortable.
Well, let's try it.
All right, so this is on standard now, which supposedly is even more forgiving. And again, remember,
more roll, but it's now softer on bumps.
So this is a fairly smooth road now, anyway. But
yes, but once we get up there, it should.
Feels there's no feeling. It's smooth, very very smooth.
And this is where it just really depends on whether or not you are into that that visceral experience. I mean, you can get the visceral experience through here as well. It's just not auditory.
Yeah. So really, the main difference between this and the Model Y at the moment The drive feels similar. This is a lot more forgiving, and it's the seats, the seat comfort. So much better.
Agreed.
The steering wheel feels very thin compared to the Model Y.
Yes,
I find.
it's a smaller steering wheel.
Yeah.
Personal preference, whether or not people like it more or not.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
So we've just gone through a few bumps and a little bit of a bigger bump. Yeah, can't feel much. Are we heading in here?
Keep going.
Alright. Can we switch the thing back to Sport?
Yep, absolutely. Go back to Sport, there you go.
Alright, so this is insane settings. We're on Sport, and yeah, what can I say? Definitely, even though the Model Y is technically a bigger car, this is definitely much more comfortable.
I agree.
And for anyone wondering, it's still dead quiet. So, you know, I've got no covers for the roof or anything. Just as you buy it, 87,000. Not for this color, but the free white color.
Yeah, you can either keep going up or you can turn around. It's up to you. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Alright, so as with all drive cars, you usually have really, really poor turning circles. So we're going to see, up ahead you guys can see cul-de-sac type road. So we'll see if we can make it all going lock to lock. Alright. So it's just around one full circle, and you definitely can. However, if there were parked cars there, you'd most likely hit them. But you can make a full turn with no issues. And this steering control is currently on light.
Bring it to heavy.
We're going to bring it to heavy, and we're just going to see how that is. Light essentially just feels the same as all the other Teslas. It's just
That's right.
very light. You literally could steer it with one or two fingers. This one is heaps better.
More direct.
More direct. And we're going to have to actually see what this is all about.
Do it.
We won't hit 100 for sure, as you guys can see over there, but...
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
That's definitely faster than the old Model 3.
You'd definitely win at traffic lights, I can tell you that. And you'd feel guilty sometimes too, knowing that you've gone that quick.
Absolutely.
So regen obviously doesn't seem to hit as hard, but supposedly there's no settings anymore for that, so...
Yeah. It's adaptive and based on your percentage battery. So at 99 or 100%, it'll be a lot less aggressive. And then when you're down at that 30-40%, it'll be more aggressive.
So percentage-wise, 70% at the moment, 330 kilometers. That's pretty good. And I don't know if it's for all other vehicles. This one here says speed limited to 137.
They're all
For
like that,
okay.
test drive vehicles.
All right, that's confirmation. All test drive vehicles are limited to 137. Not that you could hit that legally anyway. So overall, I think it feels pretty good. I really like the seats. Steering is good. Suspension really did surprise me though. I expected it to be actually as rough as my Model Y, because supposedly that was already the softer suspension. But if anyone out there has a Model Y Performance and you're considering this one in terms of how heavy the steering is and how hard the suspension is, this is definitely softer. And it's got a little whine when you step on it a bit harder. Sort of like a mini supercharger for the car nerds out there. So I think the heavy steering definitely feels better. Not much feedback as there's no engine, but like it's good. For $87,000.
There's nothing that can.
What else are you going to get?
Nothing.
You can buy a used the original M3, like a BMW M3. You can buy M3 Competition F80
Yep.
for this price. It's not going to go anywhere near as fast. In terms of comfort, it's obviously less comfortable. There's less space. For the ones that do care, yes, it does sound better because it is a noisy performance ICE car, but as a whole package, you know, you get home when you're low on charge or low on range, plug it in, wake up and you're good to go again. $87,000. What else could you get? You could get the new Golf R, totally different car, but you can get a Golf R. You could buy a used RS3. You can't buy the new one. New ones are 6 figures.
New one's 140. Yep.
Buy, what else can you buy? You can buy C63S AMG, but rear drive. You can buy a new C40, used C43. You can find a crappy C63S with higher Ks.
Yes, you can.
You'd be crying on petrol, crying on servicing.
Crying when the suspension falls apart.
Yep. There's not much more out there. If you're talking about crazy fast cars, you can't compare, like, you know, the Australian cars have all gone expensive now and they're different. Like FPV, HSV, they're all more than this, the value of this car now.
You could buy 2 of these cars for any of those cars at least.
Yeah. There's not much to compare until more competition comes, but for $87,000, this is definitely a good buy. Mind you, you still have to get used to stalkless and, you know, on-screen adjusting the drive and whatnot, but this is nice. If anyone has doubts with the suspension, nah, forget it. You don't have to have doubts. This is soft. It's very comfortable. And that wasn't even soft, that's right. We were in sport settings, so now we're on soft settings and it just feels like a normal car. There's no performance side of it that it feels. So, yeah. And you can't get sick of that. There is absolutely no way if you slow down and you go, oh yeah, I need to overtake that car. Guess what? You're in the spot. You can overtake them. You do whatever you want. This is definitely a traffic light king for sure. And
road warrior.
It really makes you think as well. Imagine if we had the Model S Plaid here. That's even faster.
1.9 seconds is no joke.
Like even the Model X Plaid. Can't imagine that. Especially in Sydney. We got crazy drivers in Sydney. It's a shame it wasn't dry, and it's a shame there's no highway here. We can't test the 0 to 100, so maybe we'll have to hit up Press one day to see if we can get one. Alright guys, we are pretty much back, about to return the car. Let me know if you guys got any questions. This is, I reckon, probably one of the first test drives out there. My verdict is it's a bargain for what it is. It's genuinely really comfortable for 20-inch. Like, I had my reservations about it initially, especially seeing it was 20-inch. It's a small sedan. You've also then got, what was it, 35 profiles at the front and 30 profiles at the rear. So I was thinking, nah, it's not going to be any better than my Model Y, because that's on 21-inch. But I was wrong. I'm happy to admit that. I have no issues admitting I was wrong. It's a bargain. You guys should get it. And these seats are very comfortable. I don't want it in my Model Y anymore. So Tesla, if we can retrofit these seats, that would be fantastic. I will be very grateful. I don't even know who would know, but I'm sure there'd be a lot of people that would also want to retrofit these seats. So yeah, what can I say? Hope you guys are well. Let's wrap up the video. Take care and we'll see you soon.